So this reading is for Aries. So if you have your Sun in Aries, your Moon in Aries, or you have an Aries Ascendant or rising sign. So let's see what the week holds for you in some areas of life. So we'll just shuffle the cards, thinking about this spontaneous, dynamic energy of being an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Being very independent, action-oriented. Let's see what we have for you this week. So we're going to look at your spiritual area and personal growth, romance, leisure and social life, your money situation, career, business, work, your family, your physical environment, and your health and well-being in terms of just mind, body, spirit, as opposed to a particular illness or issue. So we're going to add some tea charms to these in a moment as well, but let's start off with spirituality and personal growth. And we have the Ten of Swords reversed, and we're going to add a tea charm to that. And we've got the tea bag. So what this is saying to me is that in terms of your own spiritual growth, whilst things are not completely dead, it's a pretty nasty looking card, isn't it? But you can see that we've got all those swords in someone's back, and they look like they're really down and out and well and truly done for. But we've got the Ten of Swords reversed here, and swords are about thinking and communication and planning. And this is saying to me that you just don't feel that in terms of your own personal growth, that things are going the way you thought they would, that you're developing in a way that you thought was the path for you. And we've got the tea bag here, and tea bags are about popping the tea bag in the cup, sitting down and having a cuppa with someone. So this coming week is really a good time to talk with someone that you trust about where you feel you're headed in your life in general, where you feel your greatest growth is, and get some sound advice. Don't stay too independent around this. Don't be that typical Aries that just reacts and responds by getting out there and doing and, not worrying about the consequences. Do look for someone that you do trust, someone that perhaps is a mentor to you, and sit down over a cuppa and talk about where you want to go, what plans you want to make, so that we can turn this card around and that you've got a very clear path ahead. In terms of romance, we have the High Priestess and we have the Bellows. So the High Priestess, we're looking at intuition in a relationship, in romance, looking with what you're feeling rather than what you're doing. Because remember that Aries energy is all about just doing, getting out there and doing. But it is time now to go within, look deeper within yourself and intuitively get a feel for what's going on in your current situation, if you're in a relationship or if you're looking to be in a relationship. We have the Bellows, and so the Bellows fan the flames. And if it's the last thing Aries needs is to fan the flames, they're already hot and explosive in terms of who they are. But in this case, this is about fanning the flames around your ability to use your intuition rather than just being action oriented and just, quickly reacting like a firework going off. So in terms of romance for this week, trust your intuition. Really fire up your intuition and pay attention to it rather than just jumping in and taking that Aries action. Coming down to leisure and social life, we have the Ace of Swords, and we'll do a tea charm for that as well. And we have the cherries. So Ace of Swords is all about big new opportunities. And so I feel that there are going to be there's a big new plan around some social event that you're looking at. Now, I know we're restricted by COVID in how we do it, but there is still a way that you can plan to get out there and have a bit of Aries fun with some friends. And the cherries are also showing that there are going to be two opportunities around this. So I feel that in this coming week that you're going to be presented with two opportunities for some leisure some fun, for getting out there, and either will be great. So it's just a matter of which one you choose or how you can fit them both into your coming week. Money matters. We have the Hierophant reverse, and let's do a tea charm for that. And we've got the lips. So the Hierophant, you do have a tendency to be a little bit rebellious, Aries, and get out there and do your own thing. So in relation to money, you're still being a bit rebellious. You're talking a good talk. We've got the lips here. So you're talking a good talk around your money. But what I'm feeling with the Hierophant is that you do need to turn this card around. You do need to look at your budget. You do need to look at where your money is working for you at the moment, rather than ignoring it and going out and doing what you want with it. And then we look at career, business, work. Tea charm for that, Aries. Remember, this is if you have an Aries Sun, Aries Moon, or Aries Ascendant. And in terms of work at the moment, we have the Two of Cups reversed. So this is saying to me that work isn't very satisfying for you at the moment and will not be in the coming week. Now, it could be that with COVID, you're not working at all. So therefore, there's nothing much you can do, but we've got the rattle here, and you do have the opportunity this week in some way in terms of looking at the workplace, looking at your career, even if you're not at work at the moment, to shake things up within yourself, really get a feel for what it is that you want to do with your work, with your career moving forward, because I feel it is out of balance at the moment. I feel that at the moment with your Aries energy, you just get in and do, it's done, and you move on to the next thing. But this is really now about taking some time to look at your career over the next week and make a commitment to what you want it to be, what you want it to look like. And then with that great Aries energy of yours, start shaking things up a little bit to make it happen. Family, and we'll draw a tea charm for family. So in terms of family, I feel that you have not been terribly focused on them. You've been focused on what it is that you feel you need to do. And there is something around family that you need to turn your head and focus on this other cup, because cups are about emotions. Let me just bring this up so you can see it more clearly. And we also have the bells, and bells are about big announcements. So around your family, there is going to be a big announcement that's going to take your attention away from what you feel you need to do and to see what it is that your family needs. So please do pay attention to that. Your physical environment. We've got the Six of Swords reversed, and we have the Fairy on the Moon. And so this is saying to me that in terms of your physical environment, you've not been paying much attention to it. You're not really going anywhere with it. You're not a person who needs a lot in terms of like a mansion or lots of physical things in your life in terms of property and possessions. But what this is saying to me is that, during this coming week, there's even less interest in it than usual. And you kind of, which is unusual for Aries, you're kind of daydreaming a little bit about where else you could be, what else you could be doing. I feel that you're stuck at home and you don't want to be. You want to turn this card around, and you're kind of wishing and hoping that you could get out there and go on a new adventure. Let's look at health and well-being and see what we've got for that. So we've got Eight of Wands reversed. When Eight of Wands are upright, this is a card where everything is moving quickly and it's flowing in alignment and everything is good and everything is fine. But because this card is reversed, this is saying use this time when you feel that you can't get out and about as much to just take the time to have a look at your own well-being. See what's working for you and what isn't. And it really is time to focus in on one area of your well-being. It might be that you're not eating properly, it might be you're not exercising enough, but have a really good think about all the things that you do around your own health and well-being, and really become focused on that one area that isn't perhaps quite working as well for you as it could be. So let's just do a quick summary. overall for this coming week, in terms of your personal growth, it is about getting some mentorship, getting some advice, talking it out with someone. With your romance, it is really tuning into your own feelings and paying more attention to your own feelings and your own intuitions around a significant other. Leisure and social life, there is a big opportunity, big plan coming your way to have a little bit of extra leisure and social life that is going to be juicy and fun. However, with money matters, we need to turn that Hierophant, which was this way, and we need to turn it upside down so that you can actually talk to someone with our lips, talk to someone about really how you can better manage your finances. With the work situation, it really is a time to make a commitment to what it is that you want to do around work, around career, and then start shaking things up to make it happen. With family, remember there's going to be some big news that you're going to take your attention from what you feel you need and to be able to focus more clearly on what this news is and what your family needs. Your physical environment, you feel stuck, you feel contained, and you're kind of wishing and hoping you could go out on your next adventure. But this is where you can look at different ways of doing it. If we come back over here, this is about a different way of getting yourself out there with family and friends. Health and well-being. Whilst everything is generally in alignment, there is one area of your health and well-being that you do need to focus on and bring back into balance. So Aries, I hope this reading for the week commencing Monday, the 10th of August is of help to you. Until next time, namaste.